Welcome to the review for the MP-59 Masterpiece Beast Wars Rhinox. We'll be going over this figure in 5 categories, those being the aesthetics of the alt mode, as you can see here, the transformation, the aesthetics of the robot mode, the articulation of the robot mode, and the accessories. Getting right into it here with the aesthetics of the alt mode. His alt mode is a Rhino. Now, I grew up with Beast Wars. It was the first Transformers show I saw growing up, and Rhinox was arguably my favorite character. Actually, my favorite character was Dinobot, but I don't have that figure. But Rhinox was a very close second for me. This is a pretty great rendition of him. There's a little bit of green poking out through here, although that doesn't really bother me, and if you just put him out, you're not going to see it, you know. He does have a little bit of articulation in this mode, which I'll go over while we go through the aesthetics here. His back feet go back that far and forward really far, so you could feasibly make him look like he's sitting like in the show, like how he does in the show. Or you could put this back here, put this up here, and then you've got movement forward to here on the front legs and back to there. So you could put those like that, make him look like he's walking a little bit. If you can get a solid base, you can do it. I've done it before. I promise it's possible. There we go. Make him look like he's walking a little bit. His ears move, which is actually very, I feel, expressive. You know, you can make him look like he has a whole ton of different feelings using these. I really enjoy that. You know. His eyes move, although I can't really show that easily right now. But I'll show it a little bit when I get there. You can pull his head out and turn it left and right. You can see his head is poking out a little bit there, but other than that, it's pretty great. He's got an opening mouth here, and it's all painted on the inside. No die cast in this guy, but he's still pretty hefty. You know, he's a chunky boy, to say the least. He's big. You know, plenty of shelf presence. I always liked Rhinox partially because he always felt like kind of the strongest Maximal in a way. So I appreciate that they've made him as chunky as I always felt like he kind of was. Alright, getting into transformation for this guy, we're going to start off by opening his cheeks up here. These are tabbed in on either side, flipping this up, and then pop his neck out on either side. You can see those tabs in there. Fold that back. We're going to come around to here. Going to untab these shoulder bits here. And these are also tabbed in on the bottom of these. You don't want to break those, so tab it from there first. Good idea. Flip these around here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Flip those around there. And do the same on this side. Get that untabbed and lift it up there. Sit flush. This flipped around. There. Okay. At this point, we can unplug these from the arms. Start to fold them in on themselves to get them a little bit out of the way here. And I'm gonna lift this whole thing forward here. Unpeg the arms. Well, fold these up first on the sides here. These panels here. Fold the arms out and up. Pull this out. And that's his other gun. Open these up here. Go around to the back, and we're going to fold up these two panels and unpeg butt. At this point we've got a little bit of a mess, but I will say that it doesn't really feel bad at all. It's like in hand, it's all pretty sturdy. A lot of nice ratchets, and the bits that might look a little bit concerning aren't. Gonna get the leg straightened out here. Get the toes opened up. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera a little bit here. Get the toes opened up. Feet folded down. Okay. We're gonna open up the leg here. If I can get it. I promise it opens. Oh, come on. We're gonna open up the leg here. Come on. There we go. We're gonna open up the leg here. Gonna fold that panel in and the leg up. Pull this out. Swivel this in. Oh, first you're gonna fold that around actually. And then fold this in here. Getting in here. We are going to flip the leg around over here and then fold it under. And we're gonna close the leg up. It'll tab together there. Close that. Do the same thing on this side. So we're gonna open the leg first, fold in the panel, fold in that rear leg. Fold out our toes. There's that. Fold in our ankle. And then again. Fold that in. Fold that in. Fold this around and peg it in. Shut our leg up. And there's our legs. We're gonna turn these around at that joint there. And there's actually our legs. Bam, legs. Okay. So, lift this here. Untab chest here. Gonna fold these the rest of the way in like we started earlier on a double joint here. Fold them down and back like so. Lift these and should collapse down just into there. Get these pieces flipped in, and then bring this down, fold these side pieces in like so, and we're gonna start to deal with the backpack here a little bit. While we're here, plug that in there and come down here. You can fold this out here, maybe if I can get to it. There we go. Fold that out there. And that gives you places to plug all this stuff in. There you go. Get that chest plugged in there. There we go. I'm going to fold this up in half and come under here. Inside of here, there are these two things that control the eyes. Like I was talking about earlier, we're going to fold them in. I'm going to fold this up and open his mouth as far as it'll go. Keep these out. And then we're going to fold this up, trimmed in half. And we're going to peg that in right there. I turn the ears, set them like that. Okay. Deal with this bit here. Fold that in. Fold these in. Unpeg it from there. And, oh, actually, oh man. So, fold this down first, actually, and then fold all of this in. And this should peg together up there. You can hear it click. There you go. Fold the tail up, plug those in, bring the arms down here at this point. You can turn the hand around and collapse that leg in and plug the hand in. You'll hear it plug in. Pull that arm out. There's one. Came unplugged. All right. And then do the same on this side. Flip that around. Flip the thumb around. Peg it in there. Peg the hand in. Fold the arm down so it's flush. And that just about does it. There's Rhinox in robot mode. Alright, getting into the aesthetics of this guy's robot mode here, you can see that it honestly looks like it's jumped pretty much straight from the screen. And he really does. He looks pretty much perfect. He comes with both of his guns. You saw in the transformation that one of them can be stored in his belly in Rhino mode. And I always appreciate some weapon storage, you know. Get in a little bit on that face sculpt there. Man, really, really nice. He comes with an alternate head. I can get this one off. You just pull this off and reveal a thing of nightmares. His mouth opens, so you know you can make him scream as much as you are looking at it. Oh my god. This is the face that comes on him actually, which is his less angry face. The lip is less curled. That's the only real major difference as far as I can tell. So the lip is less curled. His ankles are a little loose. That's the only real major complaint I could probably put forward about this guy, is that his ankles are a little loose. But it's not like you can't get him in a good pose, you know. He looks dynamic, to say the least. He comes with quite a few different things. He comes with this little scanner here, which you can put on this arm. There's a tab and a slot, you know. You put that on, you can close it around the other side, and that holds on real nice. Very comfortable, you know. He comes with a spark which you can open up to find gum fruit, maybe? I don't know. I don't watch One Piece. Somebody in the comments tell me what fruit that is in One Piece. You can put the spark in his hand, which I think is kind of cool. So, like, take the guns out of his hands. Because, he's a scientist, really, just as much as he is a tank in the show. So, take the guns out of his hands. Set him up here. Have him, like, using the scanner to... Oh, knocked the spark out of his hand. You can have him scanning the spark, maybe. I, unfortunately, don't have any other Masterpiece Beast Wars figures at the moment. This was my first one. I am quite pleased with him, though. I'll say that. Good first impression. You can have him scanning the spark, making sure it's okay, I guess. Scientist buddy. But, he comes with this, which you can put on him in Rhino mode, so you can have Masterpiece Optimus Primal ride him. But again, I don't have Optimus Primal. No, in terms of aesthetics, I think he looks perfect, honestly. I couldn't tell you how they could improve here. Like, the backpack is a little dramatic, but it's not any less dramatic, I'd argue, than it felt in the show sometimes. On the bright side, he's perfect. He's, he looks incredible. I really, really appreciate him. I do think, I will say, he's too expensive. He's really, really cool, and I really enjoy him. He's one of my favorite figures right now in my collection. If not for those loose ankles, he might be my favorite figure, honestly. He's just really pricey. No, but he looks perfect. Alright, getting into this guy's articulation here. Starting at the top, we've got swivel at the head all the way around. Looks up pretty far. His mouth opens automatically at a certain point, because that's where the ball joint is connected. Looks down actually pretty far, all things considered. So if they ever make like a Masterpiece Rat Trap, he can look down and pat, Hey Hasbro, Masterpiece Rat Trap win, maybe, Masterpiece Rat Trap win. As you can hear there, he's got ratcheted shoulders, both around and out. You can technically get it even farther out, although that's more due to transformation, but if I'm honest, I count it. He's got ratcheted elbows. That ratchet out on the shoulder, by the way, as you can hear, sounds a little, but no real problems so far with it, actually. A swivel at the middle of the arm, which essentially is this figure's equivalency to a wrist swivel. Individually articulated. Oh, not quite. So the first finger has 2 knuckles. The thumb is on a joint, and then these two are connected and are on 2 joints, on 2 knuckles. That's the arms. Technically an arcing back, but that's just because this has some issues plugging in. If you open up the hip skirts, legs go all the way forward. And if you lift back the butt skirt, they go pretty far back. You can move these a little bit out of the way and get a pretty good outward movement there. If you worked it, you could probably actually... You don't really have a waist swivel. I mean, yeah, you have a waist swivel. You do. You just got to work it right. You've got one. No. He's pretty well articulated. He's got a whole bunch going on in the foot here because of how it transforms, but for the most part, you just need to know that he's got an ankle pivot that goes to about there. You know, that's good. That's a good ankle pivot. His toes technically go down, but you're not really going to use that for any articulation. Yeah. There's that. Final thoughts on this guy. Like I said, he's too expensive, but if you've got the money or somebody who's willing to buy him for you, he's completely worth it. He's really, really nice. I don't know what else I could want in a Rhinox figure. I didn't really buy any of the other Rhinox figures over the last few years, and I've always regretted not buying that Generations one from like 2016, 2015. That was really nice. But honestly, having this guy, I don't really regret missing out on that one. He's essentially everything that would have been, but better. So yeah, I'm very happy with him. Alright, a quick size comparison here and final thoughts on the Masterpiece MP-59 Rhinox. I give Masterpiece Rhinox probably a 7 out of 10. He's really nice feeling, his plastic's really good quality. He looks the part, to say the least, but he's got some issues with some of the joints being a little loose that can lead to it being a little bit annoying to handle him at times. Also, he can't really hold the spark very well, although he holds the rest of his accessories really well. He looks really good, he just doesn't necessarily handle the best, you know? For final little size comparison, there he is next to the DX9 Kukinski again. And with that, everybody have a good night. Bye.